Welcome, special guests. This is your virtual drone tour of Stimpi Ridge. This is the clubhouse. This is the smoking area, the only place on the course we allow smoking. Thank you very much. The number 1 tee. Notice the red shovel? That denotes the front 9. Let's take a look. This hole also has a normal position, which is back here. Number 1. Number 2 does have a couple of hazards. Out of bounds on the left, out of bounds long. In the parking lot would be a hazard. I'll take the lefty route. Number 2. Welcome again to Stimpi Ridge. Number 3. Tetanus Hill is out of bounds. We rethrow. You may be able to see the basket just past the tree on the left. It's on a rock, so it's elevated. We'll take the cart path. Number 12 is the farther one. Number 3 is the closer one. Number 4. Pretty straightforward. And the first return to the clubhouse. Number 5, another straightforward shot, just twice as far. Number 6 is a little different than usual. It's in an alternate position. Let's take a look at it. Normally, 6 is here, but it's been moved. And we'll just go ahead and move on over to number 7. Number 7 has a mandatory on the right. Street on the left is OB, of course. Once you get around the mandatory, there's your target. Here's the drop zone. There are two other positions for this hole. Back there. And a shorter one over here. Which brings us to number 8. Stimpi Stupa. This area here is safe. Everything else is water. So if you land outside of this little area here, you go to this drop zone. Or you make the island. OB over the fences, of course. Anywhere outside these blocks is OB. And we'll go on down to number 9. Number 9 is straight ahead. Typically plays through these right gaps. But today it's on the left. Normally it would sit here. Okay, and we're back at the clubhouse, passing by number 18, which is the long basket for number 9. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go through the whole course since we're on it. Now I'll take a clubhouse turn here. Okay, we had our clubhouse turn and we're on number 10. And it mimics number 1. I feel like Elvis Presley. My bicycle seat is loose. Wonder why he wiggle waggle to the beat. Okay, that's number 10, which would normally be back in that back position. Here's the drop zone in case you end up out of bounds on 1 or 10. Now 11 starts here. Mandatory left of this pole, which is tough. You can go through that opening, but the building's in the way. So the low shot or the high lefty. But the low shot will get you here to the fairway. And sometimes the basket sits up here on the hill. You can see the anchor there if you look carefully. All right, number 11. Number 12 is just like number 3, but further. Oh, baby. Okay. Before I crash in the rocks, there's number 12. Okay, whew. We made it through number 12. Number 13 here. Oh, by the way, how many drones do you know that have a bell? Isn't that kind of funny? Okay, number 13 has a mandatory. Through the hoop. Beware of tetanus hole. Out of bounds. There's a drop zone. hazard behind the basket. And the next tee. Number 14 is a lot like number 5, but further, and in a little bit of a turnover situation. Or straight ahead if you're a lefty, or side armor, and let it finish back at the basket. Through this gap over here. Now, number 15 is still probably the wildest hole on the course. And it's a big S fairway, but it's hard to see because of all the trees. But you come through this bigger gap here, except for this ninja tree. That guy hides out behind. And then if you come through this gap here, or one of these, you finish at the basket. And if you're quick enough, you can scoop up the ramp and land in. All right. And number 16 is a longer version of number 7. Same mandatory in play. Same street out of bounds. Same drop zone. Same basket positions. Yeah, I say the alternate is over here. This was actually the original position. Okay. Now the alternate hole for Stimpi Stupa is 17. Now you can go past these little fences and stay in bounds. But if you land in the island, now it's a pond and you're out of bounds. This is all safe. That's out of bounds. And the basket is tucked way over here in the corner today. This is a new position. Just trying it out. Okay. And number 18. I'll fly over my neighbor's place. Number 18. I kind of like this shot here. Coming through with a little turnover and then coming back at the basket. And side armors have their own version on the other side. Okay, that's the course. Stop. You've seen it all. I'll lead you back out to the parking lot. Thanks for coming.